Hey, this is Charlie over here at Alcoa Good Times. We're going to talk about Sea-Doo Switch boat storage. You may be storing it for long term over the winter, summer if you're not using it very much. But we want to talk about what you should do when you're storing your boat. The Switch is a modular platform. It's got cracks between it for seats, uh, engine compartment hatches. When it rains, if you do not have a good cover over it, the water will seep down through the cracks and start filling up this middle pontoon. That's the engine compartment. So if I'm storing my boat and I've got the front wheel of the trailer cranked down kind of low, the water is going to build up even if I have the drain plugs out in the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jack the trailer up a little bit, at least get it level, so if water does drain into the engine compartment, it's going to run out the drain plugs in the back. Let's go check the drain plugs in the back on this boat. So around back, I know you guys always check the drain plugs before you put the boat in the water, but we've got them out here, right here, and right here are the drain plugs. We've got them out. So we're going to lift the front of this trailer up a little bit using the tongue jack. So if it does rain in this boat, water will go into the engine compartment. It'll come draining right out the back. Also, when you're storing the boat over the winter, you want to take the battery out. You want to put the battery on a battery tender, put it in your garage, but don't keep it outside where it's 0 degrees outside. It's really hard on the battery. You got to keep it charged with a smart trickle charger. Also, you need to have the boat winterized properly by a mechanic. If you're worried about the exhaust system freezing because it has water in it. You're worried about the intercooler freezing because it has water in it. And so there's a flush connection back here in the back that a mechanic can run environmentally friendly antifreeze through that and keep that from freezing for you. Also, you want to check to make sure your switches are off on the dash. Also, you want to take your Garmin off. There's a Garmin right here for your GPS. And there's a lot of things you can do with that Garmin and load up maps and things like that. You want to take that inside and store that inside. Also, if you have a really nice cover for your Sea-Doo switch, that's great. Make sure you put it on there nice and tight because you don't want rainwater to build up, because the rainwater can build up and kind of create big puddles in your cover if it's not on there tight enough. If you do start getting puddles in your cover, try to take the water off that cover because it slowly will tear your cover. It'll get so much weight on there, it'll tear your cover. So be kind of cautious of that as well. If you don't have a cover, it's going to be outside. At least try to get some sort of vinyl protectant that has some UV blockers in it that's going to help protect the vinyl seats and everything. Also, make sure that you don't overfill the gas tank. You may fill up the gas tank and it may be 30 degrees outside. You took it to the gas station and then you put it in your 70-degree garage. Well, that gas is going to expand and gas is going to go everywhere. It's going to leak everywhere. So make sure you don't overfill the gas tank. Some people think you got to fill it all the way to the top. You don't. And just do the normal things that you need to do. So make sure your battery switch is off. Make sure your battery's out. Make sure your battery's on a battery tender. Make sure you have the boat properly winterized by a mechanic. Make sure that it's at least level if it's sitting outside, and make sure your drain plugs are out of the back. Thanks.